got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it.
I'm the illest nigga alive. Watch me prove it. I snatch your crown with your head still attached to it.
Come on, man. This is God-given. Only thing I got to do is just show up.
The nerve, the audacity.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for
Prophecies with the Prophet.
What is we talking about?
You want to be good or great? And then make me remember, I'm trying to be great. You hear me? Great.
What's up, people? Welcome back to the Prophecies. Let me know if y'all can hear me and see me all good. Let me know if the audio and the visuals are all good. How's everybody doing? Say something in the chat so I can see who's all rocking and rolling. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button to like and share the video. Welcome to the Prophecies, people. It's Tuesday night, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. live prophecy shows. Tonight's topic is He Hurt My Feelings, so I crashed out. And I want to call Capital Captain Crunch Cap on 99% of y'all. I want to call Super Cap on 99% of y'all because I seen people, I grew up, remember, I was there. I come from the smash your window era. I come from the kick a dent in your car. I come from people throwing your clothes out, messing up your sneakers, doing physically bodily harm to you. I come from all of these things. And when I proposed the question, I didn't hear y'all telling the truth. So tonight we're going to get into it. He hurt my feelings, so I crashed out. And that is tonight's topic. But make sure y'all have hit that thumbs up button and say something in the chat so I can see who's all rocking and rolling. What's up, Danielle? What's up, Tara? What's up, Angelia? What's up, Diana? How is everybody doing this fine Tuesday evening, man? It's a little chilly outside, but it's not snowing, so it's all good. I have 2 videos to play, and then we're going to go through the Facebook comments as well. Shout out to everybody who did submit an answer to the question of what is the worst thing that you've done because somebody hurt your feelings. And I don't mean that they physically harmed you or anything of that nature. I just mean that they hurt your feelings emotionally. So what is the worst thing? Y'all can still put your answers in the chat and in the comment section. What is the worst thing you've done because somebody hurt your feelings, man? What is the worst thing you've done? I have a quick announcement. Moving forward, for this Prophecies live show, I want to create a panel, which I call a think tank. So I want to create a panel or a think tank of 4 people. I guess it may be interchangeable depending on people's schedule or whatever, but I want to create a think tank of brains and personalities as we dive into these specific topics. So y'all can hear other opinions or perspectives on these things as well. So the link, as always, is in the description and should be in the chat as well. If anybody wants to come on and speak their piece on this specific topic, and let's see, we'll do a quick little icebreaker. We'll do a quick little icebreaker as people are still funneling in, and then we'll get into the topic. So earlier I was having a conversation based upon what's going on with Cam and Jimmy. But the conversation derailed from that, and it went back to like our childhood. So the question was, is it better or worse that we grew up, like busting on each other, ragging on each other, whatever you want to call it, is it better or worse to not do that? And I was saying that I am split. What's up, Janine? I see you in the chat. I was saying that I am split on that topic because a lot of people who do, or sometimes it does go too far, and sometimes that those kind of things do mess up people's egos or self-esteem. But I grew up in that where people was ragging on you and like joking on you in front of your face and all that kind of shit. And that kind of like builds up resiliency, I think, sometimes. Like that kind of made us strong. So like these kids, this era where people who they don't know and they'll never see in life, they can say something about them online and they'll be crying and losing their shit. But because we grew up in that, you can't really affect my self-esteem or my ego. Somebody online that I'm never going to see in life say something about me. I come from where we grew up saying it in your face, in front of your friends, in front of your family sometimes, and people was embarrassed. And it was just like, you got to jab back. It was just like, you got to jab back. So tonight's icebreaker is going to be, do y'all think it's better or worse for just, I don't know if that's just our community or our culture to like nag and joke on each other as we're coming up, like as we're growing up. And some people do never grow out of that, as we see, you know, Cam and Jim and I'm going at it right now. But I just think as a kid, it was just like a rite of passage. It may be still wrong in a sense, but I feel like that's still a rite of passage. Y'all let me know in the chat and in the comment section. Do y'all think that shouldn't be? Do y'all did y'all grow up that way? What is y'all thoughts on that in general? And shout out to everybody who tuned into Intimate Conversations last night. Shout out to my special guest Nina. She did an amazing job. I'm going to continue to bring y'all those Intimate Conversations episodes as well. So if y'all haven't checked that out, go check that out on the channel. Last night's episode 21 of Intimate Conversations with Nina. Salute to her. Okay, people, are y'all ready? Are you ready? All right. Now, the topic tonight is he hurt my feelings, so I crashed out. Now, before we get into y'all comments where y'all was being PC and lollygagging and BS and whatever it may be, Ish sent me this. Shout out to Ish. Ish sent me this video earlier, and it kind of taps in on the topic as well. And I do have another video that's worse than this, but this is like the PG version of. Y'all always say, just tell us the truth. We just want to hear the truth. And then a man tells y'all the truth, and then y'all react like this, and then we'll discuss the video.
This all began, they say, because James told her that morning that he was leaving to retire to North Carolina, but not with her, but with another woman. They argue that because
the bottom line is, like, I'm gonna do what I want. I need you to understand that. Like, you gotta stop picking on these in the shop. Like, you gotta stop trying to dictate my life. If I want to inside the shop, I can inside the shop. There's no ring on my finger. There's no ring on your finger. We're not in a relationship.
My bad. I had hit the wrong video at first. But if y'all seen the second video, that was a scene from Black Ink where Sky smacked shit out of Teddy only because he said, we're not married. This is not a locked-in relationship. I'm going to talk to people, and you can't react like a monkey. And she basically still reacted like a monkey. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the chat and in the comment section. Let's see what's going on here, man. Let's see what's going on here, man. Diana's talking about, yeah, my bad. Players fuck up sometimes, man. Helen is saying we grew up capping each other for was friends 20 minutes later. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's how we grew up, man. That's just how we grew up. All right, Tara is saying that's extreme. We don't think logically when we're hurt. Is what Helen is saying. Janine says, wow. Yeah, so the premise of this topic is just because somebody does something to you that hurts your feelings, that's not an excuse to impose physical violence on them. They didn't touch you. They didn't touch anybody in your family. They may have said something that you didn't like, but we got to keep our composure and keep our control when it comes to reacting or crashing out in this instance, is what I call it. So we see people crash out on an everyday basis, but it's dangerous. So we got to put a stop to that. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts or y'all answers on the video that was played and why y'all think that people crash out over an emotional imbalance, even though they weren't physically harmed. So do y'all think that that's excusable? Because for the longest time, people have just will just answer that and say, well, you know not to play with me. No, and no. That doesn't mean now I know that you're crazy. not to play with you. Now I just know that you're crazy and you can't control your emotions. What's up, Titan King? I see you in the chat. What does mentally harm mean? See, this is why I need y'all to come on and speak, man. The link is always in the chat and in the comment section or in the description, man. What does mentally harm mean? How does somebody mentally harm you where you have to react violently? How does somebody mentally harm you where you have to react violently? Y'all let me know. What is the answer to that, Helen? Expound on that. What's your answer, man? I call BS, man. I call BS on that. All right, we're going to get into the second video, and then I'll go through the comments that were posted on my personal Facebook page and the UM Facebook page, man. All right. This one, let me see what this comment says first. Oh, emo, Diana, that's your answer. Just being emo is not an excuse to harm anybody. And I'll tell some of my personal experiences in this nonsense, but this is the second video. This one is a little more damaging, and this is what can happen when you crash out. This is an extreme. Well, now I'm not even gonna call this extreme because this happens more times than not these days. So I want to employ the people to be careful, be aware, and don't let your emotions drive you to this point here.
This all began, they say, because James told her that morning that he was leaving to retire to North Carolina, but not with her, but with another woman. They argue that because Marianne would not have gotten any of the money based on a prenup, James leaving Marianne would have left her destitute, and that enraged her.
Prosecutors argue that, over the course of 2 decades, Marianne Langley had grown used to an increasingly lavish lifestyle. When James threatened to take that away and give it to another woman, she decided to take her revenge.
And the fact that it seemingly threw the gasoline towards his genitalia speaks volumes.
Okay, people, what is y'all thoughts on what you just saw in that video. So let me give a quick explanation, man. So her husband had decided that he was going to leave her and start a new life over in North Carolina. And when he told her that he was leaving, she threw gasoline on his balls and on his penis and lit him on fire. What y'all didn't see in that clip is that that man died. What y'all didn't see in that clip is that man died. And she was going to be sentenced to 12 years in jail, a manslaughter charge. The judge offered her 12 years. All she had to do was apologize. And she was still so anal, she decided not to apologize. And the judge gave her 20 years instead of 12. So she ended up getting sentenced to 12 years, all because he was saying, I'm leaving you and I don't want to be with you anymore. So this is what happens when people crash out, man. This is what happens when people crash out. Yes, Janine, definitely fatal attraction, man. I was watching this episode the other day, man, and I was like, this is the shit that I'm talking about right here. This shit is insane, man. Shit is insane that's going on out here in these streets, man. So what was y'all thoughts on what happened in that instance where because somebody hurts your feelings, you're gonna now throw gasoline on their balls and light them on fire? That's what we doing out here in these streets? Is that what we doing out here? Y'all just let me know if that's what's going on out here in these streets so I can stay in. Y'all let me know so I can stay in. Because that is wild. That is wild. And far too many times than not, I've seen or experienced some of these kinds of things. So if I'm going to speak on it, I've had car windows broken. I've had dents kicked in my cars before. I've had clothes fucked up. I've had my life threatened on a number of occasions. I've had attempts on my life on a number of occasions, all because somebody was in their feelings. Now, did I play a part in that? I keep it real with y'all. Yes, I played a part in that, but I didn't harm anybody. I didn't physically touch anybody. Maybe was I talking to another girl here and there? Probably. More than likely, yes, I was. But there's no reason to do something to me violently because I was talking to another person. That's what I'm talking about here when we're talking about crashing out because you're in your emotional feelings. You can't be violent to somebody because they hurt your feelings. That's not acceptable. It's unacceptable, people. We gotta stop. We gotta stop, man. We gotta stop. Let's see what's going on, man. Angelia is saying, I have crashed out to the point the military had me evaluated. I can't. Now you was about to be 302'd. you had to get a psych eval. You had to get a psych eval. Y'all let me know in the chat in the comment section how many people have crashed out and what was your worst crash out moment. And I don't want to hear people say, oh, I was young. Being young is not an excuse. You still knew better. Just because you're young, that's not an excuse to crash out. But it happens. And I want y'all to share y'all experiences and y'all stories just so people can know or be aware of what could possibly happen to them. Not from you, but from somebody else. Because we're trying to protect people moving forward. And when y'all explain or when y'all tell y'all stories, that helps other people. See how that works? This is a give and take here. This is a give and take here, man. This is a give and take, man. All right. Yeah, that's definitely not a sane decision, Diana. People are out of control. Keep your hands to yourself and stop violating people because you in your feelings. That's not cute. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Let's go through some of the comments on what people were saying. about crashing out. Shout out to everybody who posted. Like I said, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. If anybody needs any Prophecies merch, holla at me. I have them in all sizes and colors, hoodies and t-shirts. Yep, thank you for learning to keep your hands to yourself, Angelia. And thank you as well, Danielle. Don't nobody want to be with you, let them go. Let them go. That's all. Indeed, Janine. Just let them go, man. We gotta let people go. You can't be trying to hold people hostage because they don't want you. It's not cute. It wasn't cute when we was young. And for damn sure ain't cute as you get older, man. For damn sure ain't cute as you get older, man. All right. Let's see. Do we want to start on my personal page? All right. We'll start on my personal page first. And then I'll go to the UN page. I think the majority of the comments were there. So before every episode of the Prophecies on Tuesday, I normally pose a question on Mondays to get people's thoughts and or reactions about what the topic is going to be about. So I proposed a question like this, man. It says, quick question. What's the worst thing you did because a significant other hurt your feelings? And if y'all didn't give an answer, you can still give an answer now in the chat or the comment section, man. All right, so this person says she just cussed them out and cut them off because she doesn't give too many second chances. But she also said her feelings don't normally get hurt easily because she don't care that much. So I guess it's more, the more you care, the more violent the experience can be. That's like basically what she said. The more invested a person is emotionally, the more chance for a violent episode, man. We gotta stop, but I'll give you a break and say you can get a pass for cursing somebody out and just cutting them off. I'm not mad at that. You could do that, man. You could do that. All right. The next person says, if they go low, I'm going to hell. And I used to be a proponent of this message as well. I used to stand on that side of the fence. But I've grown and I've moved on and I've matured some. So I don't want to match energy anymore. And if you go low, I'm not going to go to hell. Will I demonstrate if you violate? Probably. I still got a lot of petty in me. But I'm not going to go to hell because when I go to hell, it's really hell. When I go to hell, it's really hell. So, yeah, be careful matching energy or going to hell because that can backfire on you. All right. The next person says they sent a fruit basket to their job with a note saying that it was over. Then they're saying the person was actually upset because the co-workers was like, yo, who sent you a fruit basket? Let me get a breakdown. Let me get a piece. Break me off some. And they thought it was like a joyous thing, but the person was actually breaking up with them. I'm not mad at this joint at all. Like, I'm not mad at that. People have broken up for far less. If you feel like you got your rocks off, send in a fruit basket and a note. Teach his own, man. Teach his own. That wouldn't really hurt my feelings. I still got a fruit basket. I'm just saying, I still got a fruit basket. So I wouldn't be mad at the fruit basket and the note saying that you broke up because I still got a fruit basket. So I'm not mad at it. All right. This one says they made him cry in front of his friends. I guess that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. It's not violent, so that's cool. As long as it's not violent, it's cool. You got your point. You got your shit off. So that's cool. Janine, I'm definitely gonna eat that fruit in the fruit basket. I'm definitely gonna eat that fruit from the fruit basket, man. All right, this next one I've seen a lot of people posting this message, and they really like thought this was the champion of all champions, man. They really thought that this was the Ace Boom Coon, man. So this one says, "He hurt my feelings, and I just left him. Nothing hurts more than that." And I know a lot of y'all think that that's the truth, but it's really not. It's really not. It really, if a person is violating you and like hurting you emotionally, you leaving him is not. I mean, in some cases, I guess, but in majority of the cases, you leaving him is not going to hurt him more than anything else, because he's already hurting you emotionally. So he obviously doesn't care that much about you. So I seen a lot of people posting that answer, and I just was saying like, you might think that's the shaboom boom, but it, mm, it's really not. It's really not. It's really not. All right, this says, "I gave him more power than he deserved," and that's a great response, because a lot of times when somebody hurts you, um, you may feel like you're getting back at them by your response, whether that be um, doing something to them violently, whatever your reaction is or whatever your response is. You may think that you're hurting them, but you're giving it so much energy that you're actually hurting yourself. And like she said, giving them more power than you think. Like that's why I always say be mindful of the mental chess of it. Like this is chess. This ain't checkers. This is chess. This ain't checkers. A lot of times you think you're doing something, but you're exerting so much energy and mind power and thoughts into this person, and they really don't give a damn. So, and in essence, you are giving them more power than they deserve. Be mindful of that. All right, this next one was, finally, we got to some good old truth. This next one was, finally, we got to some good old truth, man. This says, "I set his hair on fire while he was asleep, but I didn't quickly put it out." Now, I'm not going to say that I am in agreement with this, because we are trying to eliminate some of the violence, but I do appreciate the truth telling. I do appreciate the truth telling, because more times than not, y'all have done some things, and a lot of people is over there BS. Setting his hair on fire is extreme, but you know, just be careful, because what if you would have set his hair on fire and he would have died? You could have set his hair on fire. That could have caught, the bed could have caught on fire, and now you putting out a house fire. Now your house could burn down. You never know. You know what your action is going to lead to. So that's the whole point of this topic. Be mindful, man. All right, let's see what else we got here, people. Let's see what else we got here. All right, this one says, "I had him arrested 6 times. He had to learn his lesson." Is that a good enough lesson learned, people? Is that a good enough lesson learned, that you have to have somebody arrested 6 times? I think that's a little extreme. Now, depending on what he did and you got him arrested, I'm not mad. But if he only said something or cheated, I don't think he needs to go to jail for that. If we going to jail for cheating, then maybe that'll clean up the streets. Maybe people will stop cheating. Maybe that'll get people to stop cheating. If now every time somebody cheats, they gotta go to jail. Maybe that could work. I don't know. Maybe that could work. Y'all let me know in the chat and in the comment section if y'all think that if somebody cheats and they go to jail, or they should go to jail, and then that'll get people to stop cheating. Y'all let me know, man. That's a bit extreme, though. Man. Don't have nobody arrested 6 times. That's wild. You could put your life in danger doing that. Be careful, people. Like I always say, the main message is to be careful. The main message is to be careful. I see some of y'all comments. I'm going to go through those in a second, as soon as we go through these. All right, the next person says she keyed all 4 of his car doors, and then he started calling her Picasso after that. So what is y'all thoughts on keying a person's car because they hurt your feelings, man? Now, I've never had my car keyed, but I have had windows broke and dents kicked in my car before. What do y'all think is worse? A window being broke, a dent being kicked in your car, or it being keyed up? Which one out of those 3 do y'all think is worse? A window being broken, your car keyed, or a dent being kicked in your car? Which one do y'all think is worse? That's a bit extreme as well, and I don't think you should be violating people's personal property because they hurt your feelings. We gotta stop, people. Get y'all feelings in check. Get y'all feelings in check, man. Control y'all emotions sometimes, man. Control y'all emotions sometimes, man. All right, the next person says, I ended up on the Citizens app, and that's all I'm going to say. Now, if y'all don't know, the Citizens app is like an app. I don't know if the app is everywhere, but that app in Philly means that something is happening. Like you could go on the Citizens app and see that somebody's being robbed, somebody got stabbed, somebody got hit in the head with a hammer, somebody got shot, whatever it may be. You'll be able to see what happened on the Citizens app. So if you end up on the Citizens app, you did something crazy. You did something crazy. You might have hit somebody in the head with a pan. Like the lady, you might have set somebody on fire. You don't know what happened. But if you end up on that Citizens app, yeah, that's a big extreme. Let's bring it down a notch. Let's bring it down a notch. Let's bring it down a notch, man. All right, before I go through the rest of these comments, did y'all answer the question, what is worse? Car key, window smashed, or a dent being kicked in? Angelia is saying, I think keyed is worse, probably the most expensive to fix. That varies. That varies because if you got a key mark, you might can get that buffed out and just a little bit of paint over the top of it. But I've had my front window broken before, and that should be like $300. So, I mean, I guess it varies depending on which kind of car you got. Just stop fucking with people's car, people. That's all. Just stop fucking with people's cars, man. I didn't know the Citizens that was everywhere. I just seen it. I only like been on it in Philly, so I didn't know the Citizens app was everywhere. But if y'all got the Citizens app, y'all will be able to see what people are doing outside, man. Don't put no sugar in nobody's tank, Kellen. That's old school. We really taking it back. we really taking it back with the sugar in the tank. If somebody ever put sugar in my tank, that's when I might be in jail for homicide, man. I'm gonna definitely be in jail for a homicide if somebody ever put sugar in my tank, because your car is fucked up and could be totaled after that. So we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We trying to catch a body. Trying to catch a body, man. All right. Diana is saying the windows is worse for me. I would say windows or if I had to just depend on which both happened to me, the windows or the dent kicked in, it was always the dents being kicked in, because a window is like you can get that fixed quick. Sometimes it takes a day or two. Like my car been in the shop before for a couple days because somebody kicked a dent in that shit, man. See, I didn't even react. I could have killed Shorty, but I let her live. I let her live, man. I let her live. Everybody not as nice as me, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Everybody not as nice as me. Yeah, man. It could be total. It's total death to the sugar. Don't put no sugar in nobody's tank, man. Don't put no sugar in nobody's tank. All right, let's go to some more other comments, man. Now I stopped on the highway blocking traffic. All right, this verse says I stopped on the highway blocking traffic and kicked him out the car. Kicking somebody out on the highway is insane. Don't kick nobody out on the highway because they hurt your feelings, man. At least wait till you get to a residential area. Kicking somebody out on the highway is wild, man. I'm not getting out on the highway. I don't care. We just gonna be arguing and fighting in this bitch. I ain't getting out on the and walking on the highway. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. No, thank you. It ain't happening. All right, the next person says I punched him in his shit and gave him a black eye, but I was young. Now I just walk away. Let's talk about this punching thing or just kicking somebody in the balls, whatever it may be. Be careful because if you punch somebody, they could punch your ass back. You think that you could just punch on people and there be no repercussions. Be mindful. Everybody don't play like that. I've seen people call they peoples, and now you got 14, 15 girls trying to jump you and whip your ass because you wanted to punch somebody. So be mindful that when you do violence can come back to you. So be prepared to handle the repercussions, man. That's what I would say. Be prepared to handle the repercussions, man. But like I said, tonight's episode is stopping the violence, people. Let's stop the violence. We don't need to crash out. I'm glad she says now I know to just walk away, man. That's the best option, man. That's the best option, man. All right. This person says I cried and then I let it go. What do y'all think about crying because somebody hurt your feelings, man? I know we all have done it, but like I said earlier, I think that is an example of giving them power. When you let that person push you to the point that they make you cry over something they did to you emotionally, you lost. I'm sorry to say. And I know that's not fair, but you lost. And I'm not going to cry because you do something to me emotionally. Yeah, it's too much, but that's too much power. That's too much power. I agree, man. Everybody doesn't get wiser when they get older, though, Helen. I know that that's a saying, and I know that people would like to believe that, but it's not true. Some people definitely do not get wiser when they get older. They still be on the same fuck shit. All right, Janine is saying, I don't want to be fighting. Keep your hands off of people. That's a fact. Keep your hands to yourself, people. Keep your hands to yourself. All right, I'm going to go through a couple more of these comments, man. All right, this one is a little wild too, man. Shout out to everybody that posted. This one is a little wild too, man. This says, I had his power turned off and I said he was moving. Why was they looking for his car, though? Not, I told them where to find his car. So was they looking for his car to repo it before? And then you just told them where it was at? That's wild. That's wild. But having somebody's power turned off is extreme as well, man. Don't have my power turned off because I hurt your feelings, man. Just have a conversation. Can we start talking, people, and having conversations? Why are we doing all these things? Let's stop it, man. Let's stop. But you probably got a good chuckle out of that. What do y'all think? Let me know what do y'all think in the chat and in the comment section. If a person had somebody's power cut off, would you laugh? Would you chuckle over that? Like, Nah, I like the power idea. First of all, if I find out you got my power turned off and I got some shit to do, I got a show to do, or I'm watching the game or something, I'm coming to your crib. I'm coming to your crib, and that's your ass, man. I'm coming to your crib, and that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Don't have my power turned off, man. No, don't have my power turned off, man. Nah, I'm gonna laugh at that one. I can't. Y'all toxic, man. When y'all gonna stop being toxic? That's all I want to know. When we gonna stop being toxic, man? Let's stop being toxic, man. Toxic is out. 2025, no more toxicity. 2025, no more toxicity, man. All right. The next one says, I just moved and then relocated after 2 months. I'm not mad at that. At least nobody was hurt or harmed. But also, do you gotta is having your feelings hurt, because people get their feelings hurt for various reasons. So because you got your feelings hurt, is that a breakup? Is that an automatic breakup? That's what my question is. If somebody hurts your feelings, is that automatic breakup? Y'all let me know in the chat and in the comment section. If somebody hurts your feelings, is that an automatic breakup? All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else. All right, I'm going to go to the UN page. Y'all let me know if y'all got any questions or anything y'all want to say in the chat and in the comment section. Like I said, the link is always in the description of the video and at the top of the chat if anybody wants to come on and speak their piece. Let's see what we got going on over here, man. All right, now, see? Yeah, I don't think that should be an automatic breakup, Angelia. Yeah, I think it's a case-by-case scenario. It depends. I'll agree with that. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I think it depends on the situation, man. Definitely think it depends on the situation. I'll agree that it is better than hitting, but I don't think all the time that either is warranted. I don't think all the time that either is warranted. Sometimes we get into our feelings over things that is not that deep. And sometimes you get your feelings hurt over something that isn't warranted. Like, I've seen people cry and be in their feelings over the smallest little bit shit that was not even like intentionally done to harm you. Stephanie saying, let it go, let them go. All right, now this is a big one, man. This is a big one. Y'all gotta excuse me for a second, man. People is texting me like they don't know that I'm doing a show right now. Shit, this is what I'm talking about. People be care, man. All right. This one says, I drew a gun on him. I was more sorry than he was. Exactly. You're doing more damage to yourself than you're actually doing to the person, man. And drawing a gun on somebody is extremely wild and extreme, because you can get hurt, they can get hurt, somebody can get hit by a stray, you could drop the gun, it could go off, somebody could take the gun from you and kill you. A lot of things can happen when you play around with guns, man. So if it's not nobody threatening your life, please put the guns down, man. Please put the guns down. All right, let's see. Now, this is the answer I was looking for, and this is what I grew up on. Finally, once again, some truth, man. This says, I busted out his front windshield with a hammer. Finally. Some truth. Finally, some truth. Finally, some truth. Yeah, this is the one that I grew up experiencing and watching probably my whole life. People getting their feelings hurt and then busting out your front windshield. And I'm not going to say I'm in agreement with this. I'm just saying that I've seen it happen and I've experienced it myself my whole life. And it's not good, people. It's not good. Leave people's cars alone. Stop keying their cars. No more sugar in the tank. No more kicking dents in their cars. No more breaking out their windows, man. No more breaking out their windows, man. Be a grown up. We gotta be a grown up at some point, man. Let's start being grown ups, man. Let's start being grown ups, man. Not, she's saying he got married and I was 6 months pregnant. Okay. That's a violation. And that is the exact time when you're supposed to leave him and be done with him. What do you get out of busting his window? What if he would have got you arrested for that? Now you in jail and you 6 months pregnant. And I'm not on his side because he did violate, but we got to be smarter instead of reacting emotionally to what somebody does, man. Because he didn't put his hands on you, he didn't harm you physically. You destroyed or fucked up somebody's personal property, and you could have been arrested. You could have been 6 months pregnant and arrested, man. So let's lose our heads, people. Let's lose our heads. What happened, Tanya King? You went to jail? Don't tell me he sent you to jail. Don't tell me that he sent you to jail. Don't tell me that he sent you to jail. Oh man, I hope you didn't go to jail. Tell me he didn't send you to jail. Tell me he didn't send you to jail. I hope you didn't go to jail. Tell me he didn't send you to jail. I hope you didn't go to jail. Yeah, when you're pregnant, you are full of emotions. That's even more of a time to be mindful of that. You know that your emotions and your hormones and all those things are enraged and out of control. That's the time you gotta just stay away from that person. Just stay away from that person. Stay away from that person, man. Thank you that you did leave him alone after you broke out his window. And I hope you ain't go to jail. Let us know in the chat, man. Did you go to jail or not? Yes or no? Because I can't. I hope you didn't go to jail, man. All right. This one says, it depends on how petty I'm feeling. But now I don't do anything. Now, this is what I want to say about being petty, man. And I'm one of the kings of being petty. I'm one of the kings of being petty. Should we be doing it? No. But a lot of people are petty. But what I would say is I'm always prepared for my petty. Like whatever I do because I'm being petty, I'm with the shit. So I'm ready for the smoke if the petty comes back to me or if there's recourse. I don't give a shit. I don't care about going to jail. I don't care about a lot of shit. So if I'm being petty and I know that where this could go, I'll be ready for the smoke. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. And maybe we should bring that down some because we got other shit to do. But just don't make me be petty. How about that? Just don't make me be petty. All right, she didn't go to jail, y'all. Thank you. Thank the heavens she didn't go to jail. She said, nope, but I did tell his wife he has a baby on the way. Unfortunately, she couldn't have kids. So my question is, are they still married? Are they still married is the question. Are they still married? That's the question, Tiny King. Are they still married? It'd be messy out here in these streets, man. Be careful, people. It'd be messy. And like I said, like I always say, be extremely careful when you decide to have a baby by somebody because you don't know what they got going on. If y'all go back to the episode, if I was a woman, I would never trust men. I'll tell you. If I was one of y'all, I would never trust these guys to have a baby by them. Are you fucking shitting me? I know niggas. I would never trust none of these niggas. I would never trust none of these niggas. Wow, Titan King said he died, y'all. Rest in peace to him, man. Rest in peace to him, man. That's wild. That's wild. I hope neither one of y'all killed him now. But we gonna move on. I hope neither one of y'all killed him, but we gonna move on, man. We gonna move on, man. If y'all don't know, tomorrow is the prophet's birthday, man. So y'all can put some happy birthdays in the chat or in the comment section, or make sure y'all tune in tomorrow to celebrate kicks. I will be on. I might do a quick live on YouTube. Thinking about letting my son give me a tattoo. He's just learning how to tattoo. I got tats. So for my birthday, I'm thinking that um, I'll let him give me a tat, and I might show that process on my channel. So tomorrow's my birthday. It's a King's Day. It's the Prophet's Day, January 15th. Um, yeah, I might do a quick little live and show and let him, talk about how he got into tattooing and things of that nature, what tattoos mean to both of us. And I might do a quick little live on that tomorrow. So, like I said, make sure y'all tune in to Teller Made Kicks tomorrow, and y'all will see if you hit the live bell notification so you don't miss anything. You will see if I do that live of him giving me a tat, man. What's happening in the chat, man? Like I said, stop the violence, people. Thank you, Tara. Yeah, I think that would be dope as well. I definitely might do a little video for that. Why you don't do ink, Titan King? You scared, or it's just like against your religion or something, or you just don't want it? Well, let us know in the chat in the comment section how many people are pro tattoo or no. I'm tatted. My whole shit right there. I would never tat my face or anything like that. That's extreme and wild. That's crashing out. But I'm tatted. Yeah, I just want a couple more. I just want a couple more like Tara. I just want a couple more. I'll be done. Angelia says she tatted. That's what's up. Shout out to all the people that's tatted, man. I always say if you ain't tatted, you're bored. Sorry. I mean, sorry. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. It gives a lot. I'm just saying. All right, people. Does anybody have any more questions before we wrap this up? The topic is he hurt my feelings, so I crashed out. And the moral of the story is this: you crashing out, it only affects you more than it actually hurts the other person. You could end up going to jail. You could end up getting killed. Something can happen to somebody in your family. It could just be a reverse effect that could change or haunt you for the rest of, like, even if you killed them, now you have to live with the fact that you killed this person all because they hurt your feelings. You have to live with that for the rest of your life. And a lot of people can't even live with those kind of guilts. So just think before you react. And I know it's easier said than done. It's emotional. Sometimes you heat at a moment, all of these things. But you got, like somebody said earlier, you're supposed to be getting wiser as you get older. And what that means is you're supposed to have more self-control as you get older. You're supposed to be wiser as you get older. You're supposed to have more discernment as you get older. You're supposed to be more responsible. You're supposed to be not getting caught up in the dumb shit as much as you get older. And I don't even want to always put that on an age thing. This is like just as a person, like even when I was young, after like the first or second time I did some shit, I was like, all right, stop the shit. Like, stop the shit. So, like I said, Janine, keep your hands to yourself and remember that the things or your courses of action will play a part, further on down the line. Tiny King says, I don't like needles, but used to have piercings though. I can't. Sometimes piercings, from what I've seen and heard, is because I don't have any piercings, is like more painful than tats though. Sister tats is fire, Tara. I think people getting like the same tats is fire. I think that's fire. Yeah, just walk away, man. Yeah, just walk away, people. And I know a lot of times that's hard because you be caught up in it, but that's the best option. The best option is to walk away until you calm down and you have your thoughts in order. Because I don't want to see y'all crashing out on the news or on Fatal Attraction or on Snapped and all of this shit because you had a moment. What they say in Thin Line Between Love and Hate, man. That little 2 seconds of passion can lead to a lifetime full of hell, or however it goes. That little quick moment can lead to a lifetime full of hell, people. So be mindful and don't crash out over things that are not worth it. Now, I'm all for a crash out that's worth it. I'm all for that. I'm all for a crash out that's worth it. If you do something to one of my kids, X, Y, and Z, and I'm all for it. I would crash out and take the sentence and be chilling like a motherfucker. But don't just crash out just to be crashing out over some words or because somebody hurt your feelings. That's not an excuse. It's not acceptable. Stop it. No more crashing out over hurt feelings, man. People be like, they said I was ugly. What? So you crashed out on somebody because they said you was ugly? That's one person. You can't crash out because one person says something that you don't like. Just stop talking to that one person. Just ignore that one person. Stop the madness, people. All right, as we wrap up the prophecies, without vision, there is no understanding, and without understanding, there is no vision. Like I said, I am putting the prophecies panel together as we speak. Make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday to check out the specific topics on the live show. Tomorrow is Teller Made Kicks. Thursday is Game 7. We will have another Married at First Sight recap that's probably on right now. So I'm going to watch that, and we will have that dropping soon, probably on Friday or Saturday that will drop. So I keep the content coming so you have something to see, something to do, something to hear, something to learn, whatever it may be, whenever you need it, man. This is a one-stop shop, Teller Made Incorporated. Does anybody have any more questions or comments before we get up out of here, man? Like I said, merch is also available. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, shout out to all the members who continue to stay in tune. But all the new people and all the fly-by-nights, make sure y'all get y'all memberships. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that live bell notification so y'all don't miss a thing. Intimate Conversations, Teller Made Kicks, Prophecies, Game 7, all the above. It is what it is, man. And if anybody has any specific topics they want to see me discuss or have a panel discussion, please inbox me or put it in the chat or the comment section, and I'll get to it, as I can, man, as I can. We got a lot to talk about. 2025 is the year we're going to finally get this shit out and have the real honest conversations that need to be had. Like I said earlier, shout out to everybody that tuned into Intimate Conversations last night. That was a great episode. If you missed that, go on the channel and watch that now. A great talk with Nina, the life coach and spiritual advisor. And this is the Prophecies, people. We're going to get up out of here. Y'all have a good one. Be safe and stop being violent. And no sugar in the tank. Deuces.